I'm not sure if you guys know about Tony Robbins, but Tony Robbins said that he studied this book for a long time. This is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And Tony Robbins was actually using something called incantation, not affirmations, but incantations. And that is actually saying the thing with much more conviction that it is happening right now in this very moment, not that I am healthy, I am happy, I am this, I am that. No, you are saying a story to yourself in very little words, like in like maybe 4 or 5 words in a sentence. And at the same time, this sentence is making you feel something. So this is the whole conversation about affirmations versus incantations. So if we're talking about The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, this is one of these books that I actually recommend to anyone at any age. Because in my opinion, this is the best book you can read in your life. And regarding the techniques in this book, I think it's one of the easiest to apply. Because sometimes people tell me about like the teachings of Neville Goddard that they are a bit hard, that they are a bit vague, so you don't even know how to do it. Even though I think Neville also told you to just live in the end and assume the feeling of the wish fulfillment. That's it. You don't focus on techniques. Focus on being the person that you want to be and live your life. Most people are making a show out of visualization and things like that. Dr. Joseph Murphy here is telling you, like, maybe once or twice a day when you are a bit free, a bit chilled out, just sit down and either visualize what you want or just affirm it or make an incantation in a meditative state so the subconscious mind will be receptive to it. Because remember, the subconscious mind is running the 2/3 of your life. 95% actually of your life is an autopilot. And it's an autopilot because it's an embedded program in your subconscious mind. So once you change that program, you change your life, because right now you are changing 95% of your life. And these 95% is the autopilot program, or the program that you don't see. And until you make the unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you will call it fate. So if you are a man especially, I can speak for myself because I'm a man, and there are a lot of responsibilities out there for you. And even if you are a woman that is grinding in this world, and you need to find this state of being that is so good for your own benefit and for your own health and for your own good. So I really suggest you read this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. So good to the point that you won't read it once, you'll read it many times. And the reason of that is, this book is, I don't know how to say it, but it's the antidote that you need to get out of your uncomfortable life. Like, get out of your miserable, sad, unhealthy, unproductive life. This is the answer here. This is the answer. You need to read it once and twice, and even like maybe 5 times. I'm reading it again because this book is the real deal. The second best to that would be like maybe Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard and Power of Awareness in number 3. But I think this will get you to the correct state of being that you need to actually become a better person. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to just read this book and then implement the teachings within it and start being the person that you want to be. Not only in imagination, but act accordingly. And there is a hack to reprogram your subconscious mind. And this is something not many people talk about. And that is dressing well and smelling good. And I'm not even kidding. When you dress well and you go out, you'll feel like people are looking at you. Even though they've been looking before, you will notice it because you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, people will reflect that back to you. Because remember, this world is a mirror. I told you again and again. What you feel inside will be reflected on the outside. So if you feel good about yourself, everything will be good on the outside, and everything will reflect that back to you. So all of a sudden, you will start to see people complimenting you. Don't be like, what is happening? Is that something new? No, you will feel good about yourself, and therefore, people around you will reflect that back to you. So I want you to do this, and I want you to become more aware of your diet, your appearance, your smell. How do you smell? Choose a perfume or a fragrance that is more compatible with the best version of you. Maybe something fresh, maybe something sweet, whatever it might be. But just focus on becoming the best version of you in this 3D hologram. And when you're about to sleep and when you wake up, reprogram your subconscious mind with the idea of wealth, with health, with becoming the best version that you can be, and be optimistic about life. I'm not telling you to just force positivity into your life, because that can be toxic. Don't force positivity into your life and just neglect anything else. When something bad happens to you, just notice it, but don't entertain that thought. You are a human, and this world is based on polarities. We are trying to find the balancing point that is beyond time and space. So, how are we going to do it? We're going to acknowledge the existence of the bad thing, but we will choose to just go to another route, the route of happiness. So yeah, when you do this, when you start to implement these techniques in this book right here, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and you start to just entertain only good thoughts with validating the bad thoughts but not giving it your attention, you just focus on what you want, you'll start to get better. I know in today's day and age, and with all the circumstances around us, sometimes we can feel down. And let me tell you something. For the past 2 days, I was so frustrated at things, and my health was not so good because I got poisoned, believe it or not. So it was a bad experience. But I acknowledged the existence of this bad thing. And at the end of it, I told myself, at least now I know what I prefer. Instead of just thinking that this is bad, why is this happening to me, and just be in a bad mood all day, I told myself, hey, at least now I know what I prefer. So try these things and read this book. Highly recommend it. And I actually gathered some of the techniques here, the most effective ones, in my ebook. You can find it in the link in the description box, alongside another esoteric teachings that I can't share on YouTube. We all know why. But this is a good start. The ebook is 26 pages. This one is maybe, let me see here, 222 pages. That's a good number. So yeah, either one will work. But I'm telling you right now, start to reprogram your subconscious mind, live your life, read about these things, apply it, but at the same time, go about your business, go about your day, do the things that excite you the most, and start to live life instead of waiting for things to happen. Make things happen. And I'm sure that will make you go further and further. And the next step that you need to do in order to become more aware of your unconscious behaviors and to start taking control over your life is watching this video next. Make sure you watch it and you implement the techniques in it. And until next video, I'll see you soon.